The gaming phones are here. The latest RedMagic 10 Pro. And they always have like gaming specific features. Maybe a little RGB sometimes. Often they have huge batteries, fast processors, things you would expect on a high performance device. I have two of them here for some reason. Maybe they're different. Oh, one is Dusk and one is Moonlight. 16 gigs of RAM, 512 storage. Let's start with this. This is called Moonlight. Ooh, which is this kind of transparent look. That's kind of cool. Let's see, I think we're gonna get a case in here. SIM tool, paperwork, and yes, cutouts on both sides. So you're still gonna be able to appreciate the design that you have on the back of the device. Ooh, look at that Moonlight. I don't know, that's gonna be tough to beat. Dusk, I'm assuming, is gonna be more traditional. We'll see. Wow. Very boxy design and much more reflective than I originally assumed. Like, this is quite glossy. Now, one thing about having this boxy design, when you hold it for gaming, you get a bigger target for these capacitive shoulder buttons, which you're going to use for in-game controls. Then you have a dedicated textured switch in red in order to launch into your gaming mode. That's gonna be our power switch, circular. And I like how they moved it down the device. Since this is a big device, it's easy to reach. Volume rocker, an exhaust for our fan, Type-C, speaker, headphone jack. Because you want low latency audio. And I guess when we have the device running, we're probably gonna see our fan actually moving in there below the surface. I also see the badge for the Snapdragon 8 Elite chip, which is what you would want on a high performance gaming phone. So this case, if you notice the way that it fits on, it leaves the top and bottom completely exposed so that you can reach those capacitive buttons. I mean, as long as you protect the corners, that's the main thing to get you up and running. Also in the package, we have a large power brick and our RedMagic charge cable, which is another distinctive component in every RedMagic device. All right, so that is Moonlight. You guys are gonna tell me in the comments which is more compelling to you. Will it be Moonlight or will it be Dusk? Let's check out Dusk. Oh, it's still kind of the same. It's just a little bit more tinted, a little bit more smoked. That's cool too. Now I'm conflicted, I don't even know. I'll probably still say Moonlight just because it plays up that transparent aspect a little bit more, but they're both cool. And in this case, you get the frame in matte black versus silver. Otherwise, identical, same red switch, same exhaust, same red accent above the fan location. You let me know in the comments. Moonlight or Dusk, which would you select? No giant camera hump. Lay flat, like lay really flat. Fully flat design. There's no weird notches, asymmetry. It's just, it seems perfect. The chin, the forehead, and the side frame, minuscule. Very slab. Look, you can do, this is the other benefit of a slab. You can just do that or that. So it's under display, obviously, but it's barely visible. I don't know if you're gonna be able to pick it up on camera. It's an under display camera. But what does it mean for the actual photo with beauty mode turned off completely? Processing. Well, you know what? I've seen worse. Listen, it's a gaming phone anyway. Like, so what? You have cameras, so what? Like, you can take photos, so what? That's not the main focus here. Since you're using it infrequently, it's kind of cool to just bury it, get rid of it. Like, look at that. It really changes the way the device looks. It looks so much more minimal without having that cutout up top. Now again, if I went in here and themed this and like made it super clean on the main page, you could have a very minimalist looking, well, let me show you what I'm talking about. Yeah, look at that. That's crazy. Just pure screen with a nearly invisible front-facing camera. It gives you an idea of how immersive like even video content, gaming content can be. There's no obstructions at all. Just screen and flat. My game saying, let me click the button. Whoa, fairly loud speakers as well. Let me do that one more time. And it's got a vibration going on. So this little overlay is where you're gonna control certain aspects of your gaming mode. So as you can see here, I'm in a balanced performance, but I can switch that to Rise or Eco if I want better battery life. I can also go ahead and change my controls around. You can see I have the left shoulder currently set up for looking down the sights, and then the right shoulder is for actually firing. Guy's honking at me right now. I can have single tap, long press, rapid fire, motion sensing. I mean, there's a lot of configurability here for these capacitive buttons. I'm gonna get in the car. The guy wants me to get in here. The speakers also seem to be tuned for gaming. Like they sound really crisp for sound effects. We can toggle our fan on or off. We can start recording if we want to record gameplay. We can also configure our touch sensitivity for areas where your palm may accidentally hit, so you can have rejection there. There are other game pads we can also connect, or you could even play with like a keyboard and mouse accessory. We have a few different presets here as well for the game type that you're playing. For example, if I go into the shooter mode, increase contrast and brightness. Oh, wow. I'm getting real airflow out of there. Listen to this. That is... And there's actually, like, it's like hot, like warm air coming out of there. The intake is here, and then it exhausts on this side. There's a couple different settings. So this is probably maximum cooling, and then there's an eco mode, which you can barely hear, but it's still functional. I can feel it. All right, so full list of specifications. Snapdragon 8 Elite, up to 16 gigs of LPDDR5X Ultra RAM, 512 gigs of storage, 7,050 milliamp hour battery. An absolute unit of a battery. It can charge up to 100 watts. The display 6.85 inches AMOLED, and this is an exclusively customized display for RedMagic by BOE, a resolution of 1.5K. 2688 by 1216 pixels with a peak brightness of 2000 nits and a refresh rate of 144 hertz. You've also got an instant touch sampling rate of 2500 hertz and a 95.3 screen to body ratio. Now the cooling system, they're calling it ICE-X cooling, an 11-layer structure with advanced cooling materials, including graphene, aerospace grade aluminum, a dual pump vapor chamber, and a turbo fan to expel hot air. So yeah, it has cameras, although like I said, that's not the main focus of the device. 16 megapixel front camera, 2 main rear cameras, and listen to this is their words. They say it can last twice as long as an iPhone 16. Interesting choice for a comparison, yeah, of all the possible choices. They go for the iPhone jugular. Old vehicle. Oh, that was kind of cool. I don't know if you saw that. Oh, there. No, maybe not. Oh, you're there. I did it, Mo! You know, the coolest thing for me on this is just this display. Like, no distraction display. It's very science fiction, futuristic. Just square slab, complete screen.